X-Men issue 13 finds Apocalypse overcome with great pain, stemming from the poison which is ravaging his body. Beast, Healer and Dr. Reyes try and hold him down but cannot, prompting the arriving Eric to tell his daughter to intervene. Polaris uses her abilities to subdue Apocalypse with liquid metal restraints as Reyes injects him with something that will help with the pain, but she knows it won't work for long, not understanding what is happening since the being seems to be getting worse and they might need to accept the situation that he will die. Hope says that they are cooking up another Apocalypse egg now, but they had to start from scratch since the lab was destroyed, so it might take a few days. Xavier wants her to augment Healer's powers to help Apocalypse, but the man knows that that could easily kill the being. Apocalypse doesn't care, telling them to do it, so Hope and Healer use their powers in tandem on the dying mutant, who continues to thrash around violently from the healing. Magneto further restrains him as Apocalypse talks about how it was Okara and the One Land. Apocalypse remembers how the Twilight Sword of the enemy tore Okara in two, and from the chasm between the islands came the enemy, who killed the twin icons of Okara first before butchering tens of thousands. More would have died if it not been for the 100, a group of the greatest champions along with the White Sword. Apocalypse isn't sure what happened on the other side of the rift, but the 100 marched through, knowing they grew stronger thanks to Genesis, who was stronger than them all and strong enough to break the Horde and force a peace. Apocalypse, Genesis and their children all meet with the leaders of the enemy, saying that there is no avoiding pain for what they have done. The enemy, however, brings forth a gold box which speaks, saying that there are other ways of seeing things. The box opens and reveals the Annihilation Mask, who takes over the body of his servant, who proclaims that Annihilation will walk the land like gods made men do. The being puts the mask on, giving Annihilation a body as he wants to see them with his own eyes. Looking at the mutants, he sees what all the fuss is about, recognizing quality when he sees it. He says conquest is best when facing a true test like the mutants, since what kind of person would he be if he sought them out while they were weak? Annihilation puts forth an offer, but he wants them to earn it first, signaling for his monsters to attack. Apocalypse wishes to take them out, but Genesis stops him, saying that she'll do it, confronting Hawk, the stealer of souls, and Diadamum, the last preacher of dead religion, both whom say they will test the woman. Genesis easily beats them, pulling them into the ground with her vines as she proclaims that she is Genesis, a mutant mother who finds them wanting. She demands the offer be revealed as Apocalypse remembers not knowing what words were whispered to Genesis, but she became more determined after that. That is until her sister Istika the Unbeaten turned to Annihilation, taking the notion of a simple end to this war with her, since now there would be no clean victory. Genesis knows that the only choice they have in this is sacrifice, and they all know what they must do. Genesis plans on sealing the breach between Arakko and Krakoa, with Arakko holding them as long as they stand while Apocalypse watches from Krakoa. The being doesn't want to leave his wife, kissing her as she says they both know he can't since he's not strong enough. Genesis tells her husband to stay on Krakoa and use the time her and her children will give him to make the world into something that can stand against the enemy. She tells Apocalypse to judge them so that the world and Apocalypse becomes what Arakko needs, something stronger. Back on Krakoa, Apocalypse is fully healed, knowing however while he's far from whole, he is well enough to travel to get his sword. Taking a ship, Apocalypse heads to the Libyan desert and to the Temple of the Horsemen. Gorgon can smell nothing lives there, but Apocalypse remembers the pyramids being pyres, their fires reaching high into the heavens, but now this one is a monument to the living, and it angers him. Heading into the temple, Apocalypse smashes up the tombs of his very much alive children, retrieving the 4 pieces of his khopesh, assembling it and leaving the pyramid to let it collapse. Gorgon notes that the blade looks sharp, and Apocalypse says that it is, wanting the mutant to watch him as he wields it. X-Men issue 13 was a great installment to the X of Swords saga that gave a little bit more backstory into the war that separated the lands and Apocalypse and his family's role in that war. I love how the issue really seals home the notion that Apocalypse is a heroic character while also keeping what he has done in the past intact. In fact, kind of shifting it all so that it's all been to get the world ready for what this war brings to them. For a comic to get 9 chapters in and still be delivering on fantastic and exciting storytelling is quite a testament to both Jonathan Hickman and all of the other writers' creativeness and skill at crafting an engaging, interconnected story. We still have 2 sword bearers left to look for, and I'm looking forward to their journeys as we cross the halfway mark of this wonderful event. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10.